Well, now to an incredible story of survival. A Spokane woman left for dead escaped and sought the help of a neighbor. Avery Latham is charged with attempted first-degree murder, strangulation, and kidnapping after the victim refused his sexual advances. KXLY was first to bring you this story. Our Grace Ditzler spoke to the neighbor who helped save the victim's life.
Around 1 a.m. on December 28th, Karen Mode was awake. She usually doesn't stay up that late.
Heard something and I thought it was the TV at first, and then I heard it again.
So she and her daughter went to the door.
We opened the door and the girl was kind of bunched up in the corner by the mailboxes, and she was moaning, and then it was, I fell. So first instinct, yelled at my daughter to hand me the phone, called 911.
Mode saw the woman's throat was slit. She was bloody and freezing cold. So they let her inside. She didn't know who this girl was or what could have happened to her, but she knew she had to help.
So we got the towel, put it on her neck, had her holding it to apply pressure. And I saw how red her feet were. She didn't have shoes on, didn't have a coat on. And it was really cold that night. So we grabbed a blanket, covered her up, and she was still kind of moaning. I asked her what her name was. She was able to tell me her name. So I kept, okay, you need to stay with me, stay awake, it's okay.
Then the paramedics came and took the woman away. It wasn't until yesterday that Karen found out what had happened.
Then when we saw the news and found out she was okay, it was like, oh, thank God.
That night, Avery Latham allegedly choked the girl until she was unconscious after she refused his sexual advances. Latham thought she was dead. He put her in a sleeping bag and carried her outside and dumped her in a recycling bin. Then he came over to this boarded-up house next door to Karen's and slashed the woman's throat to make sure she was dead. He left her there. That's when she woke up and came to Karen for help.
This girl is so strong.
Karen says she believes this woman is destined for better things and says her survival and Karen being there to help were meant to be.